Alright, so I'm here with Ken. It's been a while, and it looks like he's working on a pretty nice piece here, so tell me about it.
Actually it was supposed to be kind of pretty close to done already. It was a personal project that I put out for the winter when times get slow and have some extra time in the winter time. I usually do some things at extremely ridiculously low prices just because I wanted to do it. And I put out there that I was trying to do a full back piece of a single kind of an idea as opposed to a collage of a bunch of different stuff. And after a couple of weeks of going through different people's things, you know, that they were wanting to do, this is what kind of an idea she came up with, and we kind of tweaked it back and forth, and it seemed like the best candidate for what I was trying to do. So unfortunately we have had to take a slight hiatus due to an accident where she had broken her ankle and hasn't been able to drive and make it to the shop for a few weeks. So we're getting back into it today, and we'll see how we do.
Alright, that's cool. So you ready to sit for like at least 3 hours?
I'm ready.
Back into a sitting of it. Hopefully we can make this look like something here. Did a lot of that planetary stuff already. Spiral galaxy. Right now what I'm trying to create in this empty section here, instead of just going with solid black as a background, is I'm going to try and create what looks like a nebula. And maybe somewhere in the middle I'll go really bright with some white and make it look like the birth of a star inside of a nebula or something. You know, just to kind of geek it out a little bit and add a little more interest in an area that might have otherwise been relatively plain. This has to be my favorite shader for like small to medium-sized mags. And this thing you can see has been through hell. That was back in the year 2000 I bought that from Danny Fowler. One of the original Millennium clones. So what we might want to do is bust a break at this point. You know, we're just under 2.5 hours. And then come back and clean out machines real heavily and try to go in here and make this star look more like a star. Yeah, we're about to hit a little white up in it, just to see if we can give this a little extra pop before the session is over with today. Nowhere near finished where I wanted to be, but I kind of figured that would happen. So, you know, we'll put as much in on it as we can and see what we can do about it. So we have Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, or Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and now in this section we have the birth of a star in a nebula. A couple of stars here. We have a spiral galaxy and a little smaller spiral galaxy a little further out that we've already gotten in there. Obviously there's a lot more smoothing out and a lot more packing the color white in it to really make it pop out. And then at the end of it, what we're going to do is go over the entire thing with black light ink, so that when the lights go out, you still get the shapes of the planets and the different kind of structures that are out there. I will be using the nuclear colors, black light ink. Millennium puts that out. Everybody likes to call them moms. I know them as Millennium because I'm a little old school on that. It's mom's ink, but you know, Millennium puts that out, and I've used it in a couple different things. It worked out relatively well, including a Planetary portrait and a Yoda. I put it in his lightsaber, so we're going to use this later to see if we can pop that out. That way, if she's on stage and she's dancing under black light, and they decide to go ahead and dim them lights out, you know, you get a whole different perspective of what's going on with this. So here we go. That's what we did for today.